Hello. Hello. Yes, this is oh wait, hold up. Let me get the music. I don't have my headphones on right now, so um, I sound a little bit weird to myself, like talking out loud and hearing my voice go directly into my ear without the headphones. Let's mute this. Is the music doing a thing? Oh, okay, it is doing something. No, it's not doing a thing. Okay, now it's doing something. All right, so I have some. Today I have plans to like just really not like really speed through, but go through the notes because I'm like, I mean, I've obviously done all the reading, but like the replies, I am a little bit behind. So, at the very least, before people start joining, people. I don't know. I wish that there was a way to like have my stream not send a notification, but I can't. And I do have to do the stream. And it would be kind of just weird if I ignored them. Like it would be rude a little bit. One second. Alright. Yeah. Okay. It usually is, I'm going off and I'm actually, let me lock my doors. I will be right back. And I am back. Okay. So I don't have my headphones in because I don't know. I just took a shower, so I don't want to put it on my wet hair, so it doesn't like, I don't even know. I just let my hair breathe a little bit. Okay. So. Let us. What the heck? Oh, it's gonna do that every time now. I didn't know that. I understand. Like, I think I understand what's going on. Where you watch like the recent ones and then watch the older ones and like at other times and stuff. And for some of the older ones, honestly, okay. So I'm just gonna say this now so we can save your, the time. But like, if I started playing, I'm just gonna say how he. It's not like I mean to do it this way, but I kind of noticed this is what happened. So if I start playing something like the pits or that one map, I usually start out and I'm trying to play and answer in the same time, but then most of the time I just just either get a little bit not invested. So I will say this: most of the times I start doing a Q&A, I don't even know. I think for sure, sheesh, I don't know, but I'm going to just try to from now on. I will try to keep the Q&A parts to the start, to the beginning, ish, and I will try not to accidentally answer something in like the later parts because I actually don't expect you to, watch the whole 7 hours or something. But it's just that like when I'm streaming, I've already started the stream and I just let it run until I get off. But yeah, I don't think I've said anything too important that you haven't caught on. And actually, on the stream on the Sunday, because I'm going off of what I read right now, the stream on that Sunday that my mic was muted, I actually feel extra bad about that now because what happened, well, I want to talk about that, right? So what had happened was on the Saturday, right, which was my birthday. I ended up like it was the update day, so there were quite a few, you know, new problems which I had to go fix. I basically spent the entirety of the Saturday fixing bugs and working on, you know, the map, not my map, the other one. Man, hello, welcome. Hi, Oceans. Welcome to the stream. What's good is that, actually, I should check on this. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm great, actually. I am great. It has been, I haven't really gone through everything. Like you can see that I am still kind of, still like, you know, just going through the tweets and stuff. Feels so good to be free, you know, the freedom to just, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know what I did for the past 3 months, but I am glad I'm not doing that. Bookmarks. I actually wanted to read this tweet. Did I not bookmark it? No. Wait, what? Oh, I think I liked it. Likes? What? No. What the heck? Did he delete the stuff? Oh wait, wrong place. Wow, Skadank, huh? He's Are you picking up anything from there? This is not first look. This is already shipped. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm not particularly like it's good. It's good that he doesn't know me. That he doesn't know that I'm streaming. Right? He obviously knows me. I believe following. Sheesh, man. Is that no? I could just search. Skadank. Yeah. So I'm following him, and you know that means that he followed me first because once again, I don't follow people first. So, but I'm glad he doesn't know that I'm streaming because the less people that know, the better for me. Okay, I actually want to see. Like, I don't. One thing that pissed me off a little bit is the fact that I don't know if what I'm seeing is like a UEFN thing or if it's a scene graph thing. Everybody just. I want to make like I want to try. I want to see. No, actually, right now I'm looking for a tweet that I thought I saved. I thought I saved the tweet, but it turns out I did not save the tweet. So, bro, is about to Bro said day 1. Bro's definitely gonna go to day 2000 before there's any meaningful progress. GG, bro. Sheesh. Okay, so, ooh, that's a good idea. Through different, that is a good idea. But that aside, wait, I just realized I could just search. I was hoping I would come upon the tweet, right? This guy cooked. I don't know if you've seen this, but this guy cooked. Right? You might be thinking, well, how the heck does someone even start with this? I don't know. I mean, I know, but like, if I were to, again, this is okay. So this would fall under the stuff of I don't know. But the fact is, it's been done, which means all I have to do is just learn how to do it. But right from the get-go, I would say materials, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, what's it called? It's just UV controls, right? It's just UV controls, taking a picture and manipulating its UVs to achieve an effect. Right. There's Essex on. I have one. My stuff. Yeah, well, I don't think you can say that as Fortnite in any way in that section right there, because the only section there that is Fortnite-ish, honestly, is the burger menu button that comes up when you give a player like full UI consumption so the players can exit. Oh yeah, so let's just bookmark this. I want to read it later. Okay, so let me actually look at this. Sheesh. See, that's the thing. So I think Skadanka. Skandanka. Skadank. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Skadank. I think he's streaming today, isn't he? Like right now. He's not streaming. Oh. Okay, well, I guess that's why you came here, man. Anyway. Oh my goody goody. One second. Let me send it to this naughty boy. Where are you at? Disappointment. I don't even know, like, what I'm. I mean, I know what I want to do today. Just there. make a little plan. Oh, that's the thing I can do. I mean, there's so much I could do, but I want to do some things that are directly like money related, if that makes sense. I want to put something up on my Patreon. What would you like to see me do? I was okay. Anyway, sheesh, bro. Like, I just want to talk. I just want to. Oops. The music, because I'm not listening to it, so I didn't know it changed. Holy moly. I should have started with the stuff. Okay. God, I can't even. But I can. I can. Like, God, stop. No one's stopping me. So, I just realized I'm gonna say what I want to say. For starters, the second exam, I read what happened with the first one and the other one from the other day, and you shouldn't like, you know, don't beat yourself over it. I know you did your best, and that's all that matters. Right, that's all that matters. You did the best. Yes. For example, I'm pretty sure I'm okay. I'm not gonna say that I know, because I'm sure it's probably different for some people and some places, but like usually the tests and homeworks and stuff that you do during the school, like during the regular time, that kind of gets, it's a percentage of your final score is like, okay, for me when I was in school, it was 60% of the final exam. Sorry, the final exam was 60% of the final score, and then the test was 20%, and then the homework was 20%. So for example, if you got 100% in your exam, that would be 60% automatically in your final score, like the one that goes on the final thing. And then the homework, all of that, like all the homework contributed to 20%. And then there were usually two tests, and the two tests, you were usually like over 10. So basically you could know from the test, because like the test was just 20 over 10 over 10. And then the homework, teacher does the calculation on whatever, depending on how much homework that he or she gave over the term. And then the exam was 60% of the final thing. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's not the end of the world, and don't beat yourself up about it. I kind of answered like a little bit earlier stuff. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go through some of these. I will not I'm just gonna go through. So like this, it's been 20 minutes. Nice. So we haven't spent too much time. I don't know, I kind of noticed that like lately, because earlier on I would answer and I would write like replies, but ever since I started replying on stream, I stopped writing replies, because I just the writing part usually used to break it used to break the flow, because I'm reading and then I have to minimize and go into the other thing to type, and then when I start typing I end up yapping and then I get back, but now I just sort of think, and I'm like, okay, I did that because I wanted to have the replies, right? but now I can reply on here. So this is going to be the equivalent of what I would have written, basically. Plus, I can sort of like give a first reaction of that. Obviously, I've already have my reactions ish. Oh my goodness, yeah, I was talking. Okay, forget about the answer part. Let's just pause off on that first because I was talking about a thing on stream after my birthday because that was important. That was important. So I spent the entire of my birthday like pretty much just fixing shit on the other map, right? The map I was working for. And at the end of the day, I was so tired. Like I was not just physically tired, but I was mentally not happy because something actually happened. So I was supposed to like push an update when the season dropped, um, but I fell asleep. Like the season was supposed to like the downtime was supposed to end by 6 a.m. And then they said, "Oh, we're not yet ready, so we're going to push it a little bit." And I was waiting. So by 6 a.m. I was ready, and I was already kind of feeling sleepy-ish, but I was waiting. And then by 7:24-ish, I fell asleep. The downtime ended up ending around like 7:40, but I fell asleep. And then at the end, I fell asleep basically. So when I did wake up, it was like, "Oh my gosh, you slept. You were supposed to do this." And yeah, it was kind of like awkward, kind of somehow. It's not like it's fully my fault. I wouldn't say it's fully my fault. After all, it's a Saturday, right? It was a Saturday, and not only was it my birthday, it was a Saturday, and Saturdays I'm not really supposed to do shit, to be honest. So, but not only that, so I was already in the whole, nobody was saying it, but it was like, you slept, you were supposed to do this, you slept, and it was like, and then the new season dropped, and there was shit to fix, there was stuff to fix, and I ended up just spending the whole day just fixing stuff. And at the end of the day, I just, I did the usual, look at the pics, and then just went to sleep. And then on Sunday, I woke up and did I stream? I don't think I streamed. Maybe I streamed towards the end of the day. Either way, and it went into Sunday. I can't remember. I don't think I streamed. Like it was actually not that great. Like it was bad basically. But then on Sunday, and then I kept thinking too, right? I did, I was glad that I posted, what I posted, the day after, because it was just such a stupid, like the timing was bad. I got the pick right, and that moment of silence, I actually started thinking about it after, like the moment of silence there. This is why like I was actually super super pissed when I found out that my stream on Sunday was muted, right? Because there was already the moment of silence on a Saturday, which I absolutely didn't want, right? Yeah, because it was like, what is he thinking? And yeah, so that pissed me off. And then on Saturday I got on and I did. On Sunday I got on and I did the stream, and I thought all was good. I didn't really talk much about like replies and stuff. I just did like actually on the. That's why I said that the Sunday stream was not that important because I didn't really like do any Q&A stuff. I more or less was just explaining what happened on the set, like the day before. So I was just more. It was more of a, explain and a little apologies here and there. But it was muted, and I didn't even know until, of course, the next stream, which was muted until someone pointed. I think it was DDDAS that pointed out that I was muted. Yeah. So hopefully this gives, because someone privately mentioned, like a friend of mine who also pops in but doesn't really talk on the stream. I don't think he's ever even said anything ever on the stream, but he does message me on WhatsApp after, and he was like, like concerned because my reaction to finding out I was muted, he was like, well, why was it such a big deal? Like he didn't understand. So hopefully maybe anybody didn't understand why I was a little bit upset when I found out that the stream was muted and the other stream too was muted. But that's why, because at the point, I had thought about the whole thing that on Saturday I didn't stream, I didn't post, and then on Sunday when I streamed and stuff, it was muted. But thankfully, oh my goodness, I like, thankfully I made like a little post on on Friday. Thankfully I did that. Um, because one thing that matters to me is you guys' state of mind, right? Like you guys' how do I put it? How you're feeling, right? That matters to me a lot. So I think about the things I do and how that might make you guys feel. So I'm very careful. And I just did a long yap, didn't I? Damn. But basically, in that situation, because obviously I'm not a brick. I thought about like in that situation because honestly, I was also in that kind of situation. I mean, I was that same thing happened to me, right? Same thing happened to me. The difference was, I mean, I when was it? It was like it was in January. Um, my own stuff, like my own face, and it was like a week, right? And in that week, I know what I thought. Like it was a week before, like it was literally like posted the story and a reply to it, and then offline for like a week, no notes on the Insta stuff, no. Yeah, it was like so during that week I kept thinking, like I thought so many things, right? So because I know because I know like I know what I thought in like my time. I didn't want like I know how I felt like within the silence, and obviously obviously I know the whole week long thing. Obviously like we don't. I'm not. It's not anybody's fault, right? Like don't. No apologies, whatever of that. But I know what I felt, what I thought, what I was thinking in those 6 days, um, up until the 24th. What was it, 24th? I don't even know anymore. So because I know what I thought in those days of the silence, that's why I absolutely didn't want you guys thinking the same thing on Saturday, on Sunday. So you understand, like, but yeah, beautiful eyebrows, beautiful nose, beautiful lips. This guy was an artist, and the hairstyle too. Actually, I'm just realizing that's kind of similar, but it's shorter. But like this guy was an artist, right? Like, and she's beautiful. If you don't know, well, no, I mean maybe you haven't seen the Mona Lisa. Probably should pick up a mirror. I mean, like you can Google, or you could just look at what I'm looking at, right? Um, but she is beautiful. End of story. Some might say, "Oh, it's because it's a photo by a popular person that you're glazing the photo because you like Da Vinci or whatever." It's no. It's not no glaze, right? And I'm definitely not just saying it just to say it. So, yep, I would rate this a 100 out of 100, 10 out of 10. 100 over 100, 10 over 10, same thing. Um, ultimately, all of those numbers boil down to 1. So I think that's what I meant. One of one. The only one. One. Kind of like my views. So yeah, that I actually wanted to clear that up because I've been thinking about it, and after I read my stuff today, and I was like, no, the thing I was thinking about, it was, it was true, like not like true, but like the thing I was thinking about, you guys were thinking about it too. No, so that's I really wanted to clear that up first before I start um answering the other stuff. Okay. God, look at those numbable, look at those numbable cheeks, bro. Face cheeks, face cheeks. Let me see. It's this is what I meant. Like when I said like a real life chibi character, right? This is what I meant. Do that, please. Oh, I just realized he messaged me a few days ago. So go there. Oh no way. What the hell? Okay, I'm just going to like try and draw it from memory and stuff. Oh, okay. I think something got fixed, and this thing got. Wait, it either got fixed or it didn't get fixed. I'm gonna plop this here for now. In my other monitor, I'll go to it in a second. But for now, let me just check that that's off. Okay. All right. Nice. Let's switch the views a bit to kind of put this here. 1 second. And I'll go here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I haven't used like the pen in a while on the screen. 1 second. Let me just clean this up. Motion. And then I need my artist gloves. They look so cool. Oops. Okay. Artist David is in the house. Let's do some drawing. Okay. So, thief. What did I do? But yeah, that's what I mean right here. It's just I don't know, man. I should actually probably learn how to draw properly. Oh no. Okay. Um. What the heck was that? like you can chew on them. Oh man, the real thing is better, obviously. Okay. So, just a little side quest there. Let's I don't like, yeah, see, like, this is the thing. Back then when I was still working at the other place, I would keep thinking like, okay, I need to, like, spend time, and I need to spend this time doing something. There's Yeah, I'm actually glad I quit, because nothing matters more than having time for to spend with the people who matter in life, right? So now I'm not really in a rush to make something, because I have like the rest of the day to make my thing. So usually it was first half of the day make their thing, and then second half of the day, like, put in the Q&A and making. Oh, hello. Hi. Den DD 592. Welcome to the stream today. This stream is actually probably about to end. I haven't eaten today. Well, I'm feeling great. Yep, I'm feeling excited. I watched the State of Unreal. Well, the plan is to the plan the plan. At the very least, I want to remake. I want to remake. Oh wait, I could do this. Wait a minute. Let's see. x.com/Juno underscore 6/highlights. I want to remake this, but in scene graph. I don't have any thoughts about it whatsoever. Because currently, it's not like I'm in the current lobby. Not in the, not really in like in the actual State of Unreal talk, the first one, like, not there, but UEFest, it was announced, and I know this via some people's posts. UI, right? UI. This in-world UI. So this is pretty exciting for me. This is pretty exciting. And it's coming 41.20, which is on where are we now? Which is on the 16th. So that is pretty exciting. That is very exciting. And it's not going to be experimental. It's it's crazy. But yeah, now I do have the time to dial in and like actually do stuff. So I'm excited about that too. That I can see myself using this. Because now I'm going to probably go towards. Because for me, the main thing is, like, I don't know if I even talked about this earlier. And go back. Talk about this earlier when I showed off this guy's stuff, right? And how it's on the UI, right? With scene graph UI, like with the in-world UI, you could bring this out into the world. So that would satisfy my ethos of experiencing things together with other people. Yeah. So I'm gonna, over time, I'm going to like move towards two ways of developing things. First would be developing stuff in UI, and then bringing them out and put them in the world. And then second would be still the same way I've been doing this stuff, where I develop things in world. I like the fact that there is now like options, right? Because some things are easier to do in UI, in like a widget blueprint, like some games, I would say. And some other things are easier to do as physical items, right? So having that option to be able to make the UI version of things and physical item of things, but still have both things in the world, so multiple people can, have their player character and view it together. Um, that's pretty exciting. Anyway, that is that. That is that. That is that. That is that. Okay. Good lord, where was I? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm trying to recollect my thoughts. I just closed off of um the the blender where I showed off my little autistic chubby cheeks drawing, and then I was talking about. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just going to continue off from. One second, just going to continue off from 505. Okay. Wish. Was on 505 page 1 or page 2? Okay, 505 page 1. I need to turn up my brightness. I might actually need to go off. Maybe I'll do like a few pages because I actually need to eat, like I mentioned to DDDDDAA 592 before, that I need to eat. I haven't eaten since yesterday. Well, I was supposed to eat in the evening, but then I got caught up, and yeah, I was just too focused on my notes, and after that the heck did I do? Oh, yeah, I basically started stream by 11 p.m. Okay. I'm going to like zoom past the not so happy stuff. And oh, you're back. All right, let's check that out. Mm, mm. Oh, yeah, yeah, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Material. Actually, now I think about it, that's actually one other way to go. You could just do a book. Like you could have it be a 3D 3D option. 3D model um you know, that's actually animated. But of course that's not what he's doing there because it's I'm not in the mood to pursue this actually. Okay. 505. Oh, there's two people now. Yay. Okay. I think I'm going to, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I can, I don't think I can do anything until I go eat. I just, yeah, like I need the brain fuel. I need the brain fuel. I just need the brain fuel. But today, it's very likely that I will be recreating the music player in SingGraph. Because that's something I think I can easily put on. Actually, I mean, I can think of how I would recreate it with SingGraph, just so it's like a thing that's like a prefab basically, and it's contained. I can think of how I would do that. No. I I didn't say anything. Yeah, I didn't ask anything. Mm. Yeah, I'm actually hungry or sleepy or both. Okay, maybe I'll put off the SingGraph stuff today, and then I'll actually like do work on this now because I need to get this done, just to get it out of the way. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Holy moly! Yep, it's been quite a long few hours since the food. I'm not, I'm not fasting, but I just, yeah, I slept yesterday, um, and then I woke up, and then had some discussions, and then went into reading, and I kind of just forgot to eat, more or less. But now my body's reminding me. So I'm going to. I'm gonna end the stream here for now. And I'll go see what I can cook up. Thank you for stopping by, Wish, and have a great rest of your night or morning. It's morning. Have a great rest of your morning, and have a good sleep when you are asleep. No, you're not sleeping. It's actually early. It's like 7. Okay. All right. Well, ta-ta. Cheerio, and all the things that go along with that. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.